Hello? Hello? Hello, welcome. Hello, welcome to join live stream. Hello, good morning from here. Good morning. Good morning. I hope all of you are doing great. Today in our tea class, I would love to share this 13 years aged Chinese dark tea. It's called Liu Bao. This tea is from Chinese Guangxi province. Was made in 2012. So far has been aged over 13 years. I do not have ever tried any Chinese dark tea. For instance, famous, yeah, one of the most famous dark tea, Liu Pu'er tea. This tea, technically, this tea is kind of a traditional Liu Bao tea. Why? Because this tea is applied with a traditional double steaming craftsmanship. Later on, I will show you the video craftsmanship. Later on. Okay. First of all, let me introduce the program of our class today. The first hour I focus on this tea. Even you are new to this tea, the first time to hear this tea, first time to try this tea. Don't worry. I will explain. The first of all, I will show it first of all the brewing method with you. A brewing method, how to bring this tea with the correct traditional Gongfu cha way, and besides also want to share the features and the quality, the details about this 13 years age, the Liu Bao tea with you. During our tea class, if you have any questions, just feel free to share in our comment. For the second part of live stream, I will display some handmade, beautiful, original designed Chinese teawares with you. If you are interested in anything we are presenting in our live stream today, please go to check our tea shop link in our bio. Okay. As usual, first of all, before we try a tea, let's have a general look about this tea on the physical appearance. For this tea, this tea, I'll show you. This tea has after 13 years aging process. This tea, when you look at this tea, you will notice that this tea has a beautiful oily dark brown color. Can you see that? For sure, compare with the Chinese fine green tea, Chinese dark tea has nothing to nothing to just I mean, from the physical appearance, this aspect, dark tea is much more low key compared with the Chinese fine green tea. This tea, this age, Liu Bao tea, is featured by its complex aged aroma and woody fragrance, pleasant floral aroma, and ginseng flavor actual. This tea, technically, this tea, later on, this tea, later on we'll show the video of this traditional double steaming craftsmanship. Because in the market, most aged tea, aged Liu Bao tea, using the market, most of them undergo such modern craftsmanship called cold water pie fermentation. Hi, how are you doing? I'm doing great. Welcome to our live stream. So, any questions? Guangxi province. What is the life? You can just pay a little bit attention and patience. You will see what we are doing. It's very obvious what we are bringing the tea for the moment. Okay. For this tea, this tea was originally from Liu Bao Tang. This is why we call it as a Liu Bao tea. From China's Guangxi. Guangxi province. Okay. Okay. To bring good cup of aged Liu Bao tea, we need to pay attention to the three key points. Three key points. Those three key points are essential for bring good cup of Liu Bao tea. First is the tea to water ratio. For this tea, I would recommend to use a tea to water ratio around 1 to 20. For sure, if you just new to this tea, first time to discover this tea, you can lower your tea to water ratio to use around 1 to 30 or 1 to 40, 50. Because for especially for Chinese tea beginner, it in the case if it's your first time to discover Chinese aged tea, because it tastes a little bit particular with the aged aroma and the woody fragrance. I'm not sure all of you will fall in love for the first time. Okay, in this case you can use a lower tea to water ratio around 1 to 40, 50, and it's totally okay. For the water temperature, when we deal with all kinds of aged tea, which always requires just boiled water. Steeping time for this tea, steeping time for Liu Bao tea is not so strict. But my personal preference is to bring around 15 to 20 seconds, 25 seconds. Okay. So, funny questions? So, funny questions? Now, let me show you the teawares I'm going to use in this live stream. When we bring any kinds of aged tea, I strongly recommend to use a pottery clay teapot because pottery clay has a better heating preservation like this one, the one I'm using. This one is made from Chinese Nixing clay, which has a great temperature preservation, which are very fit for when you bring aged tea. For instance, this aged Liu Bao tea I'm gonna bring with you today. Hello, Sister Tea fan from Atlanta. Georgia here. Hello, Zon. Hello, Shrinken. Hello. Now we can start our Chinese tea ceremony. In Chinese tea ceremony, the first step, we call it preheating process. This preheating process is very necessary and inevitable, especially when we bring aged tea, for instance, this aged Liu Bao tea today. How to do it? It's very simple. Probably you will ask me if I don't preheat the teapot, what's the result? Okay, it's obvious result you may face that, like this tea, as I told you, this tea requires very high water temperature to bring it, right? If you don't preheat the teapot in advance, this teapot keeps room temperature. So when you pour hot water, even just boiled water, into the teapot, imagine what the teapot will get some temperature from the water itself, and in this time your water will be not hot enough to bring this tea. This is why we always emphasize the importance of a preheating process, especially when you bring some aged tea, no matter it's aged white tea, aged dark tea, or aged pu'er. Okay. Oh, second. This teapot has so great tightness. It has been a while I didn't use a second. Reheat the Preheat the fair cup as well. And your teacup. This Liu Bao tea was made in 2012, so far it's been aged over 13 years. When we bring such aged tea before the first infusion, we need to wake up tea. How we wake up tea? We need to we rinse it. This rinsing infusion, we don't drink it, we just discard it. Wake up our tea. Such a nice color. Hello. This Liu Bao dry tea has a very pleasant woody aroma. Woody aroma and nut fragrance. You are using a large teapot. You must have a lot. This one is not so large. This one is only around 150 ml. Now we rinse the tea. Steep for a few seconds. Oh, I'm sorry, sister. You must have very small hands. That's why I have small hands. This teapot in China, because in China, we do our we bring with our Chinese, we call it Gong Fu Cha, Gong Fu tea ceremony. In general, for our Chinese tea ways. We don't the artisan Chinese ceramics, they don't like to make too large teapot. This one is a golden ratio. I have a smaller one, but I forgot to take with me, so I'm just use. This one is a 150 ml. The tea is very dark. Yeah, that's why we call it a dark tea. Okay, now we can start our first infusion. This tea, when you deal with an aged tea, keep your kettle close to a teapot. The water stream is very gentle. Personally, I will stick like 20 seconds. I prefer my tea in the Gong Fu style also, but I often use the Gaiwan. Yeah, depends on different tea. When we bring an aged tea, I strongly recommend to use a pottery clay teapot or Gaiwan, but teapot is better. In China we say. Uh, in China, there's a in China we say water is tea's mother, and the teaware is tea's father. This is our. Oh, please look at. This tea was. This tea was made in 2012. 2012 was made by one of the most famous Chinese Liu Bao tea masters, female masters, by the way, and called Chen Kuixiang. Chen Kuixiang. This is her work. Please look at. Don't think that because from the screen probably cannot see. Don't think this is this tea is big, as the color is so intense. So you think this is very, yeah, it's dark, but basically we call it as reddish brown, intense reddish brown, intense reddish brown. Can you see? Even the color is so intense, right? This tea still has a great transparency, clarity, and brightness, especially when you, from your pot, probably cannot see well. When you just, from my angle, you see it, I see the bottom of this fake cup directly. This is a proof of the tea storing condition. Female master, amazing, yeah. She, yeah, Master Chen Kuixiang is a great tea maker. This one, this tea is from her. Besides this tea, if you never try any Chinese aged tea or Chinese Liu Bao tea, yeah, this tea I strongly recommend to you, because this tea has win the highest prize for Liu Bao tea, 7 star in Liu Bao tea global Liu Bao tea competition. This tea has win the highest prize, 7 stars. This tea. Wow. 这是 Personally, I have a personally I have a really particular passion for Liu Bao tea because when I started to study Chinese tea, I started with Liu Bao tea. This tea, just smell this tea. Even the tea soup has such a pleasant aged, aged and sweet sugar aroma. If you're interested in this tea, please go to check out tea shop link in our bio. Liu Bao tastes more familiar than most teas to Westerners. Really? Liu Bao tea, compared with the puer tea has much more reputation, much more famous than Liu Bao tea. Uh, Liu Bao tea. Liu Bao tea nowadays in China, more and more people know this tea, but honestly, just from the market consumption, Liu Bao tea only has a very small, would say a small rush, rush. Wow. Uh, this um, uh, This 13 years age Liu Bao tea has a very complex fragrance profile. It's very charming. Aged fragrance, woody aroma, and precious ginseng. This tea, after 13 years, this tea starts to have precious ginseng, herbal medicine aroma, ginseng fragrance. I prefer shampoo myself, but Liu Bao takes a look more similar to common teas in the West. Red tea. No, it's not the red tea. Liu Bao tea falls into the category of dark tea, which is totally different from black tea. Some people call it red tea anyway. They are totally different. From any aspects, they are just different. Liu Bao tea does because I know Liu Bao tea was in the past was exported to Malaysia, because a lot of Chinese workers went to there to work in the we call it for to dig the tin in work in the tin was a tin cave or something to I cannot find the correct words. They work in a very humid place. Those workers from China, from south of China, uh, they use Liu Bao tea as a herbal medicine because they work in such a humid condition environment. Uh, this tea is not the ordinary. Is not the ordinary Liu Bao tea in the market, because in Liu Bao tea, there is two types. We call it traditional and the modern Liu Bao tea. Traditional tea is applied with double steaming, and the modern Liu Bao tea is like a shoupu and other Chinese dark tea. Undergoes pie fermentation. Now I will show you this double steaming craftsmanship. Double steaming, because the entire tea making process is more complex. But however, because in the video that will explain to you, because this double steaming craftsmanship will leave the tea more active, or leave more the tea more space to for the future conversion. So for the late infusions, for the late years, traditional double steaming, Liu Bao tea probably has a better change. For sure, the price is more expensive. This is sure. To Westerners, I can promise that Odai Liubao tea tastes a lot more like green tea that Westerns are used to compare to many Chinese teas. I understand. I think only a few. That because this I'm working in this domain. I know very well that export tea. Liu Bao tea among all Chinese tea, Liu Bao tea always the tea exported to Europe or United States, compared with other teas, really is nothing can compare with black tea or green tea. Westerners, probably a few of them, but Liu Bao tea, honestly, even a tea, this Liu Bao tea, even it's not popular. Even if you ask my families, most of them never heard this tea. This is not a famous tea, but this tea a lot of people will compare with pu'er tea, pu'er tea. However, some of them they say they taste a little bit similar, but personally, I don't know, probably I drink too much and I have I'm more sensitive about tea, but basically they are two different tea for me. But as usual, but basically as they are often aged dark tea, so they both share some common points that's very normal. These tea are not especially Liu Bao tea. I wish this tea could be more famous. I really wish, but this tea. If I never try any aged tea, you want to experience what we call it aged flavor. This tea is the excellent sample for you. Great. This tea. It tastes mellow, flavored. Especially after drinking this tea, has uh, great sweet aftertaste and a lingering finish. the lingering. This Liu Bao tea was made in 2012. So far, it's been aged over 13 years. 13 years. This tea I highly recommend to you. As this tea has. I don't remember. If I'm not wrong, this tea into 2020 Liu Bao tea global Liu Bao tea competition. This tea has won the highest prize, 7 stars. I'm still trying to learn as much about tea as I can. I'm so happy to be watching Evan has aged tea, but not aged Liu Bao. It sounds wonderful. Yeah, the aged some. But technically, I not because I'm selling Liu Bao tea here, so so I'm saying, Liu Bao tea, for traditional crafted Liu Bao tea, it tastes very different from pu'er tea, because basically, they don't use the same craftsmanship. If you like aged tea, for the tea lovers, love to like, for instance, me. Personally, I like very much aged tea. Why I like the aged tea? One of the most important reasons is about its aged and woody aroma flavor. If you in your life you already try some aged tea, okay, yeah, personally like very much this one. I highly recommend to you, because nowadays we discovered that we for sure this is detested by the by which Liu Bao tea. It's proof that we discover Liu Bao tea has a higher aged aromatic substance than pu'er tea. Liu Bao tea has the highest aged aromatic substance. We call it what conf. Cedral. Cedral. We discovered this natural aromatics substance called cedral. For Liu Bao tea has the highest content. If you this tea, I really strongly recommend to you. A great representation of age and woody fragrance and the flavor of this tea. A tea from Master Chen Kuixiang will never upset you. This. Besides this tea is highly resistant, can be brewed over 10 times, 12 times. Takes sweet, mellow, thick, sticky. There's 4 words we can describe the general features about Liu Bao tea. Red, red, intense, aged, mellow. 4 words. Red is referring to the tea soup color. Thick, intense, thick. Anyway, to describe the thickness of the tea soup. Aged, it means this is to explain this tea's feature. This tea, just like fine wine, you can continue to age it. The more it ages, the better it becomes. Last, mellow, mellowness. This tea has a great mellowness. It tastes mellow, thick, palatable. Now continue our second lots of tea energy. Yes, this Liu Bao tea, just like I said a little bit earlier, this tea was exported to Malaysia. A lot of Chinese workers from south to work there. When you those workers they are those workers they were working in a very humid bad condition underground. It's very humid, and Liu Bao tea was used as a herbal medicine to cure their sickness symptoms like sandroke, yeah, it's called sandroke, fever, actual, and uh, very beneficial for digestion. After having a heavy meat, barbecue at your, you can prepare a cup of Liu Bao tea for your family, for yourself. You don't have to use a traditional way like this teapot Gong Fu Cha way. You can just boil in the kettle, or the simplest way. I often during the trip, especially for the long trip, when I take the long, it's in winter time or long trip, I love to still Liu Bao tea into a thermos. Liu Bao tea is a very cozy way to prepare. I've heard this story before, very interesting. Because basically, tea in China, we discovered tea for the first time. We used tea as a herbal medicine. This is the basic feature of tea. Your English is wonderful. I'm happy you understand what I'm at least what I'm talking about. Thank you. The fragrance is long lasting, full bodied. In our tea shop, we are selling a few Liu Bao teas. This one was made in 2012, and there's a more aged one made in 2008, and the one from 2016. 16. Uh, mm, and also one of from 1980s. So far, it's been aged over 40 years. If you're a Chinese tea beginner, the first time you want to try, you can try with this one or a blended Liu Bao tea from made in 2016. When we bring not only for this Liu Bao tea, any kinds of Chinese aged tea, keep your kettle close to a teapot. Keep your kettle close to teapot. Please use around just boiled water. Steeping time 15 to 20 seconds. Yeah, 1980s. Yeah. Yeah, that tea. Um, a second. When I pour this tea out, how amazing the tea is as old as me. um, that tea from 1980s. That tea has precious, precious, amazing areca. I don't know as do you know what's areca? Areca flavor and aroma. For this tea, this tea, uh, this tea, the dominant fragrance of this tea is aged and woody fragrance. For the future conversion, because the tea will continue, this tea, if you let this tea to continue to age in a few years, the future conversion change regarding flavor taste of this tea will be probably will be this is something we expect will be herbal medicine fragrance, ginseng aroma. Do you know what's the ginseng? Have you ever tried? This is a Chinese expensive precious herbal medicine, ginseng. Do you know? Do you know what is? It's a root of a plant. We call it ginseng. This is the future conversion we can expect from this tea. Ah, this tea has a so pure and clean aged aroma. Aged and woody fragrance here is referring to mind, comfort woody fragrance. Yeah. It's in this age aroma is not it's not kind of high fragrance. It's low. In the case if you if you have a aged not age old old furniture wood furniture in your house, or you can try to smell the fragrance. It's not it's very pleasant. It's very pleasant mild. We call it this age fragrance here is referring to mind, comfort, woody fragrance. This is what we call. This is a general presentation of aged aroma flavor for Chinese aged tea. Why it's so relaxing, sweet. Please look at this is our second infusion. The color is beautiful. The color is so beautiful. Ruby color, intense ruby color. Sweet. For this age Liu Bao tea, I highly recommend to boil in the kettle as well. Kettle. I have poured tea that I've been aging myself since 2006. I taste it every 2 years. Yeah, so beautiful. Thank you. This tea, since last last sip, already a few minutes right from the last sip, I can still feel the lingering finish and sweet aftertaste inside my mouth. This is, you can imagine the quality of this aged tea. This is a great work from Master Chen Kuixiang. Chen Kuixiang. Chen Kuixiang, she is a female tea master, has won the very precious title for tea maker as inheritor of intangible cultural inheritage of Chinese traditional Liu Bao tea. Great, thank you. You're getting better and better for this piece. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, take you there. Beautiful teaware, thank you. If you're interested in anything we're presenting on live stream today, please go to check out tea shop link in our bio. I can moderate the chat for you if you would like. What do you mean moderate? Sweet. The lingering fragrance and the finish inside the mouth after drinking every sip. After 13 years aging process, this tea, this Liu Bao tea already reaches a middle stage for aged dark tea. This tea starts to appear precious ginseng aroma and flavor. That's amazing, and it's very surprising to see such change. Moderate, take care of and parade the message and so. Yeah, thank you, thank you. But I think you are as a attendant. Do you think you are able to do it? I think only we can do from our part. If you're interested in this 13 years age Liu Bao tea, please go to check out his shop link in our bio. This tea. You can set it so I can moderate by clicking on my name. Thank you. Next time I will be good. Next, but don't worry because they come, they just go. They come and that happens all the time. They come, they go. Now we continue our third infusion. Certainly, I just wanted to offer. Thank you, you're so kind. Thank you so much. Keep your kettle close to a teapot. We are using just boiled water here. Where are you sourcing the tea you're from? This tea is from Guangxi province. We work directly from Master Chen Kuixiang. This tea is a great work from Master Chen Kuixiang. Now she's over 60s, and she has been devoting entire her life in Liu Bao tea. Well, that pot is beautiful too. Later on, we show the details. Was she the first female tea master? No, she's not. She's not the first female master. But she's in Liu Bao tea. In Liu Bao tea, she is quite famous. She's quite famous. But you know, as it's not often see female tea makers because if you're familiar with the entire tea making process, you know it's it's very tiring and demanding a lot of manual work, and this is reason that's not often. Sometimes they have to stay up at the night, and it's a very hard work. It's very hard work. Please look at this. Is also the infusion. She's a strong lady. Yeah. Now she's over 60 years. She's still working. Still working. Still working. Please look at wow. Look at such beautiful ruby color, intense ruby color. The color is beautiful, still looks quite dark. Yeah, this tea even for the 10th infusion, the tea soup color will not change. Will not change. After this tea, there's a common quality issue flaw appearing for aged tea. We call it. This is often, very often you will see. It's not about tea quality, because this a material that affected by condition, environment, easily stand by the odor or the sunlight, anything. This tea after certain years, because when we look at how we know before drink it, before drink it, we will look at before drink it. We will look at the tea soup. This tea soup, this tea soup, you see the great clarity, transparency, brightness. It's indicating the condition, the storing aging condition of this tea. If this tea looks a little bit turbid, not so clear, not so bright, we don't say the flavor or the taste is good or not. Just this is to indicating the storing condition. If this tea doesn't look bright, clear, for the first, I you don't have to drink it, and you can just discard it. Even you don't have to drink it, because probably we don't know which part of the storing environment. We don't know which year when this tea is, because it's meant this tea wasn't well stored, aged. This is the biggest. This is the would say like the biggest, one of the biggest flaw, quality issue for aged tea. Sometimes when you make a good tea, as for any kind of aged dark tea, pu'er tea or Liu Bao tea, the quality of the tea relies on the storing aging conditions very much. Even the new tea quality is excellent or astonishing. However, if for the late future storing condition is not good enough, this tea will not have a good conversion. This tea, okay. We continue our fourth infusion. This tea is highly resistant, can be brewed over 10 times, 12 times. In general, you barely, you, in general, an aged dark tea barely has a floral fragrance. However, this one is an exceptional. It this is why this tea has won the precious precious prize of 7 star into 2020 global Liu Bao tea competition. This tea, besides the basic aged woody fragrance, this tea also has a light, elegant floral fragrance. This is something not often to find from aged dark tea. With this tea, it's true that the hotter the water is, is the better. Yeah, for aged tea, yeah, this is because aged tea requires a hot temperature to get the tea dissolve in the water. If your water is not hot enough, the tea will not taste. It should taste like mellow, thick, sticky, fragrant. You can, I don't know if this sample, this example probably sounds a little bizarre, but it's true. You see that aged for the people, when people when human being reaches a certain age, in winter time they wears more and more clothes. Oh, this example is not so appropriate, but this is you see, because for aged tea requires a higher temperature. My example is not so it's not so appropriate, but it's How um understand all people get cold and need more heat, just like uh, it's a yeah it's you can consider with this way with a scientific way, technical way, because the different for aged aroma substance is kind of a high boiling, different aromatic substance requires different boiling temperature. It means when the temperature reaches 90 Celsius degree and 50 Celsius degree, it will appear or disappear. For aged aromatic substance, yeah, it's true that which require high boiling temperature. Now keep your kettle close to the teapot. This tea becomes sweeter and sweeter. Um, this is not because I'm selling the tea, so I'm talk the nonsense here. Because with the time passing, with the aging process, this tea for any kinds of aged dark tea. This tea is made from a certain matcha tea leaves and those with the stems. In the beginning, uh, when if you go to check our link and you see the item link and you will see the dry tea. This dry tea contains a certain portion of stems. We keep this on purpose. Why? Because uh, for the future, for the aging process, the fibers will convert to soluble water, water soluble sugar. Uh, it could explain why the tea will taste sweet, more sweet than the new tea. Because the content of water soluble sugar is higher. And this tea takes more and more mellow, mild, silky. This is our fourth infusion. Yeah. This is our that's a fascinating about the stems and the sugar, yeah. This is fourth infusion. For the from the fifth infusions, you can politely increase the steeping time like 25 to 30 seconds. The fragrance still remains full-bodied. I'm learning a lot. Thank you, you're a good teacher. You're welcome. I'm glad to have you with us as well. This tea, when I bring this tea, now this is a fourth infusion, I will remove, no, I will take this tea, and to boil it in a glass kettle, not glass, kettle, pottery color glass kettle. With the glass kettle, you can see better the tea color. What type of tea you are preparing? So I'm just join. Hello, Carol. For the moment, we are bringing Chinese 13 years aged Liu tea. I don't have ever tried and ever heard it. Second, I can take the. I can show you. Is this tea when you boil in a glass kettle? The color is so beautiful. Second, I take a spoon. I just take the tea from the teapot. This is them. Look at that. Don't underestimate this little stem. It will be very. It will play a very important balance for the flavor for this stem. Very long. It's normal because for dark tea requires quite quite much tea leaves because it will be very helpful for the future conversion. Okay. When you boil tea, please use water. Not use. Please do not use cold water. With hot water, the tea will taste better. This glass cup. I'm sorry, glass tip, glass kettle. This one I highly recommend to you. Will come with three, and it will come with this. This is one of the inner parts. With this one, this glass kettle, you can percolate the tea or boil the tea directly. Here, we just put the tea on the top device. Now we're gonna percolate the tea just like we just like we percolate the coffee. With way, your tea will never taste bitter and strong. It will always taste sweet, fragrant. This is the second. percolating right now. Percolating. This way is one of the best way to boil tea into inside a kettle, because way the water will not too much touch the tea leaves. What's the result advantage of this percolating method? It tastes always fragrant, sweet, mellow, without any unpleasant astringency and bitterness. Can you explain the method of this kettle? Yeah. First of all, I invite you to to watch this kettle, to watch how the color change inside the kettle. You will understand. You see, uh, the tea we put the tea we put on the top of this inner device. The water will not too much touch the tea. You will see it. You will see when the color start to change. I will come back in a few seconds. Oh, are you use this method after fourth infusion? So, or you can use it from the first infusion, but as a second. But this is the most would say efficient way because for this you can always start to boil into the kettle from the first infusion. I take the tea from the teapot from the first infusion because so that I can fully enjoy with the traditional Gong Fu Cha way with this method, teapot method. The tea will be perfectly presented with different layers of fragrance and flavor. Ah. Um, uh, and after a few infusions, enjoyment, tasting, you can for sure continue to bring this tea. This tea is highly resistant to can bring over 10 times, 12 times. But my because when you are familiar with this tea, in a few infallibly you're done with this tea, and with this percolating way, this tea will have will surprise you with a different flavor and taste. Because with a different brewing method, it will change. The tea will give you a different presentation. Now let me try this. This kettle and the stove, I highly recommend to you. Now you see this color. Still, this is our. Oh. Oh. With, with this percolating way, this tea presents a great. It presents a great herbal medicine aroma and sweet sugar cane fragrance, aged woody fragrance actual. It's amazing. Tea can taste depending on how we prepare. Yeah, yeah. For this tea, you see the tea is on the top. I wish I could try and sense it. This tea I recommend to you. If you're interested in this tea, please go to check out tea link in our bio. Now I'm trying. This is a very cozy way to prepare when you are busy or in summertime. Because with this percolating boiling method, it doesn't require a lot of time and a lot efforts to prepare. Sweet, so sweet. It tastes so palatable, delicious, fragrant. Amazingly sweet. Drinking in like drinking sugar cane water, very sweet, fragrant, accompanied with aged herbal medicine and herbal medicine aroma, woody fragrance actual. I need to depart. Thank you for your generosity in sharing knowledge. I will see you again. See you. Have a good night. This tea, highly recommend to you. This age, 13 years aged Chinese dark tea. South America. Do you David, South America. Which country? Which country, please? Depends on the country, not depends on country. So, some countries were able to ship, some countries not. Colombia, Colombia. Yes, I think so. Yeah, Colombia. Yeah, I think so. With with this percolating way, this tea, I am so surprised to uh, as I'm so surprised to taste that this tea has delicious fresh mushroom. You know the fresh mushroom flavor. It's so interesting. You see different brewing method. The tea will with a different brewing method. The tea will differently presented. So funny questions? So funny questions about this tea. If you don't have any questions about this 13 years aged dark tea, we just move our second part of our tea class today. If you're interested in this Liu Bao tea, please go to check out tea shop link in our bio. Now let me show you this teapot. The tea. This teapot. Second, I will zoom it. And this tea tray on this. This one is made from Guangxi Nixing clay. Around 150 ml. The shape is very elegant, simple and elegant. This is one of the most famous Chinese clay. One of the most famous Chinese clay from Guangxi Nixing. We call it Nixing clay teapot. What's the this clay? An easy clay teapot has distinguished feature about the November and November change, the color change of this clay. Now you see this clay. What tasting notes you experience with the first Kung Fu brewing? Huh? What taste note did you experience with the first Kung Fu? The first one, you mean the first infusion of this tea? This clay, first of all, now you see this is looks like a black teapot, right? But if you open the cover, take away the cover of teapot, you see the inner color of this clay, brown, red brown. Probably you will be a little bit confused. Did we is this? We put glaze on this teapot. This is a non-glazed teapot. What's why the color inner pot color and color it are different? This is a feature of this clay. During the during the firing process inside clean, there's we call it oxidate change happening inside the clean. Uh, this is outside. My color is natural, formed in during the fire process. If you continue to polish it, polish the skin of this teapot, the real cover will appear. This one inside, there's a filter inside. When you're using this teapot, you don't need any extra filter. This teapot shape, it's not so. It's very beautiful, elegant, but not so often seen in the market. Very elegant. This is Chinese calligraphy, hand engraved Chinese calligraphy, 100% handmade. 100% handmade teapot. Stem from the maker. This one. This clay has a great heating process. Very fit for brewing any kinds of dark tea, white tea, any kinds of aged tea. This is around 150 ml, and this is the tin tray. This one made from pure tin. Okay, look at this. Hand engraved. As you know, tin is very soft. Hand engraved Chinese calligraphy, fully hand engraved. Very elegant. It's 3 feet. It's quite heavy, pure tin. This one has been using for a few years. This is a natural. This is a natural. A natural oxidating effect. When you expose metal maturing in the air, this is then after a few years using this one. Chinese currency. This is a Chinese currency symbol, a coin. Symbols of fortune in Chinese culture. This one, pure tin. If you're interested in this tin tea tray, please go to our tea shop link in our bio. This teapot. Now I'm gonna show you the Nixing clay teapot. There's a very famous one, Yixing. This one is not Yixing, Nixing. The pronunciation is quite similar, but they are not different clays at all. Look at this one. This, can you imagine? Both of them are made from the same clay. Nixing clay teapot. Nixing clay. But we can assure that this clay, we don't add any artificial pigment in the clay. Why there's 2 different colors, I already explained. Because during the firing process inside the kiln, it's a complex, we call it oxidated effect happening during the process. This is the real. Look at this clay teapot. Inside and outside remains the same color. Uh, 100% handcrafted. Inside there's a filter as well. Design hand engraved Chinese calligraphy and the bamboo pattern. This one has this teapot shape, we call it 水瓶. teapot with a long straight spout, lovely, very comfortable handle. Handle button, the cover button, and the spout. 3 are in one line. This is our Chinese craftsmanship. 150 ml with the grade. Second, I pour some water. The pouring is graceful. Drop. Pour some water and try. The pouring is excellent. Get air tightness. This is a perfect teapot. If you're interested in anything we're presenting on live stream, please go to check out the shop link in our bio. This is Ping teapot. 水瓶 teapot. And look at this one. This one is so unique. Famous. Look at such, we call it lovely, beautiful broad effect. In Chinese, we also call it as tiger strip. 100% handmade, hand painted, handmade, hand engraved with Chinese calligraphy. This one around 150 ml, fully handcraft. Inside there's a filter as well. The shape is very elegant. Truly artwork, pottery artwork made from ginseng clay. The form of those ginseng clay teapot we are selling in our shop are often perfect, not just good, perfect. Look at the airtight. Regarding the design, the craftsmanship, often are perfect, not just good, almost perfect, without any flaw. This one. This one is unique piece. This one is unique piece. Wow, sorry. And also we have this. This one is larger, a little bit larger. Yeah. If we will continue to polish the skin of this teapot, the real color, you see, this is the real color. This reddish brown clay color will appear. If we will continue, the color of the skin, this teapot skin is natural. This is not glaze. This is not glazed teapot. This color is natural from due to the firing process. Fully 100% hand painted, stem from our team artisan, hand engraved bamboo. Look at house, bamboo pattern. Little bird he is looking at his this little goldfish. This side, hand engraved calligraphy. Very elegant. This one. This one is larger, 108 ml. Look at the shape. Elegant, exquisite. In general, we use perfect to describe a high-end Chinese fine china. Pottery from we in general we don't use a perfect eye. I mean perfect aesthetics to look at the pottery. However, for those teapots from this artisan, often I almost can say are perfect, no matter from any aspects. Function, aesthetics, design, anything from the clay. Wow, look at so clean without any drop. If I'm interested in this one, I sincerely recommend to you. Drinking some tea while speaking. Look at this one. This one is short teapot. We call it short teapot. Made from Ginseng clay as well. 100% handmade, hand engraved. With a large belly. Inside there's a filter. There's a filter. Engraved, hand engraved Chinese. Looks like peony, Chinese peony flower. Hand engraved calligraphy. This one. Yeah, the pro. Perfect. So funny questions. If I interest anything while presenting or live streaming, please go to check out tea shop link in our bio. Besides those teacups, not tea clay tea pots, I will also want to present some great fine china teacups with you. Chinese teacups, often handmade, hand painted. Look at this one. This one is one of my favorites. This one I highly recommend to you. Please look at the details. We call it as a 100 creams teacup. In Chinese, do you know the cream? In Chinese, we pronounce her, a kind of auspicious Chinese bird. Symbolizes longevity, luck, pure personality, health, actual. Look at the details. Wow, 100 grams. Wow, look at the details of every little cream. This craftsmanship, we call it. This is animal. In Chinese, we call it 珐琅彩. 100%. This teacup is from Jingdezhen. In ceramic industry, presenting the selling level, the highest level. Look at this craftsmanship and the details. This 100 gram pattern is inspired by one of the very famous Chinese painting. I will show it done by Chinese painter from Ming around the 500 years, so called. Suddenly I forget this. The painter's name, Liu Bao. I will show you this painting. Very cool. See, this is inspiration. Let's look at the detail. Wow, look at details of every single little cream. This is a masterpiece. Pine, the details of the pine tree. Wow. Gorgeous, astonishing beauty. This teacup shape we call yashou teacup. Yashou teacup. Yashou teacup is one of the most classical Chinese teacup shape. When you hold in your hands, it's very elegant. Around 110 ml. The details. If you are searching a teacup with auspicious meaning, bless, this one hiding to you. 100 grams pattern. When you touch it, you can feel the thickness of this pigment. And melt, 珐琅彩. This one. This is our If you're interested in this little teacup, please do check out the shop link in our bio. Besides, that's the topic of this those teacups very lovely. We call it this is a traditional pattern as well. We call it children's fun. Very lovely. Painted with cobalt pigment. We call this style as blue and white porcelain. This children's fun. Two little kids. They are playing. They look so happy. Look at cobalt pigment. Butterfly. So lovely. This lovely children's fun pattern reminds me of the kids in my family. So lovely. Besides, look at the shape of this teacup. We call it as in Chinese call it tug. We like a tug teacup. The shape is so lovely. Inside there is a pattern as well. Thank you. Also, this is the first. Besides, I have this one. Around 90, 100 ml. Children's fun, children's joy. One 100% handmade, hand painted. Painted with cobalt pigment. This is not ordinary bright pigment you see in the market. This glaze, this blue glaze is so bright, has a loyal blue, ocean blue color, very elegant. So lovely. children's drawing topic. Inside there is a painting, 100% handmade, hand painted. This beautiful glaze from Jingdezhen. Besides, also have this teacup shape. This children's drawing. This teacup shape is a poor teacup. Looks like a mini bowl. This teacup shape I recommend you to use in summertime because with a large diameter, especially when you prepare hot drink, this one children's drawing. Lovely. This one is painted by our master Yu Hongliang. If you often attend our live stream, I think you should be familiar with his name, Master Yu Hongliang. I saw a lot of artworks from him. Look at the painting. In Chinese classical painting, pottery painting requires very high skills. Look at those children's face. Their facial expression. This one. This one has more color. Look at, so lovely. Children's drawing. By chance you have kids in your family. This one, this one is great. Teacup for children's drawing, very lovely. Lotus, fully handmade, hand painted. And this one, children's drawing, children's fun. If I'm interested in anything, second. So far, any questions? So far, any questions? Okay, wow, such beautiful. This is 7 years age Liu Bao tea I'm sharing with you today. So far, any questions? If you're interested in anything while presenting our live stream today, please go to check out the shop link in. Thank you so much for your watching. My name is Tao. I'm so happy to meet you guys here. In the case if you join us late, don't worry. This live stream is well recorded and I will post it later on. If you get any questions regarding Chinese tea wares, please message us. Thank you guys, and I wish you great day and great night. Hope to see you our next live stream. If you want to follow our next live stream, please make sure you follow our account and turn on the live stream notification. See you next time. Ciao, ciao. See you. Have a good day. See you. Ciao.